Hello. I would like to read something that has meant a lot to me for the last many months. And I don't know if I will continue a series on this, but right now, what I'll be reading for myself and for anyone who's listening is Perek Mem Zayin, chapter 47 of the Sefer Tanya. And instead of explaining what it talks about, I'll just jump right in right now. Perek Mem Zayin begins with words that should be familiar to anyone who has ever read the Haggadah, even once. V'hine b'chol dor v'dor. Now pay attention, in every generation, and then he adds, v'chol yom v'yom. And truthfully, every day, not only in every generation, but every single day. Chayev adam liros atzmo, a person needs to view himself. Ki'ilu hu yotza hayom mimitzrayim, as if he left Egypt today. Now, several words are added to this opening phrase. First of all, he changes, or he adds, instead of the Haggadah's b'chol dar v'dor, in every generation, the Baal HaTanya, Reb Shneur Zalman, adds the words v'chol yom v'yom, every day. And then he also adds the idea that he not only that he should view himself as if he left Egypt, rather he should view himself as if he left Egypt today, which means that every single Jewish man and woman needs to view himself or herself as if they left Egypt today, and this is an awareness that they need to have every day. Now, this is not only meaningful historically, but the next piece is important as well. The Baal Tanya continues, what this means is, not only as if you left the state of Egypt, as in the country, the nation state of Egypt, but also, Vehi Yitzias Nefesh Elokis Mimaaser Haguf Mashcha Dechivya. This means on a spiritual level that a person's godly soul is able to escape the prison of his body, which is like a snake's skin. A snake, chivya, is often a metaphor for the Yetzer Hara. Likolel biyichud or Ein Sof Baruch Hu, to be included in the oneness of the infinite light, or the light of the infinite one, God, blessed be He. And how is this done? Meaning, how can you leave the bounds of your body in order to be included in the oneness of God? This is done al yidei esek haTorah v'hamitzvos bechlal, through involvement in Torah and mitzvos in general. Meaning, anytime you learn any Torah or do any mitzvah, what you are doing is you are leaving the state of Egypt and you are joining in the unity of God who commanded it. It's interesting that in English, as well as other languages, a state can either mean a political entity, as in the state of Israel, for example, but it can also mean a state of being, right? So over here, what he's saying is that the historical mitzvah, meaning of acknowledging the history of the fact that the Jews left Egypt, left the state of Egypt, also means something on a personal level, that every Jew is obligated to see himself as if he left the state of Egypt, which he calls a snake skin, in order to be bound up with Or Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the infinite light of God. So this is done with every mitzvah. We leave the state of Egypt and we enter into a state of union with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But this is true not only in a general sense with any mitzvah, but is the actual theme of a specific mitzvah. And what mitzvah is that? So the Baal Tanya continues, Ubiprat beKabbalas Malchus Shemayim beKriyas Shema. When a person accepts upon himself the yoke of heaven, when saying Shema. Sheba, because through the Shema, Mekabel, he accepts upon himself, Umamshich alav, and draws upon himself, meaning pulls onto himself, Yichudo Yisbarach Befeirush. He accepts upon himself God's unity explicitly. Not only that this is what it means, this is what the words actually mean. Ba'amru Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Meaning that by saying the words Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, a Jew accepts upon himself that he is leaving a state of only being concerned with his body, and he is taking his nefesh elokis out of that physical prison and is raising himself up by drawing the awareness of God's unity and the unity of the whole world that God has created onto himself. This is done by specifically saying the words Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad.